my dreams there is a light that shines on you, always, and it's true. This is Extra Factors 17 by Lewis Simons and Simon Walterson. This one I don't think I had ever read before. I had read a bunch of issues from this run in trades, but I didn't think this was one of them. This is the first appearance of Sphincter, aka Andy Rictor, who goes on to have a fairly decent stint as a modestly prominent Excellent Men character in the Satellite books. There's loads of things I could talk about in this video, but the main thing is, I think, for me, this is the Excellent Men. It says Extra Factors, but this is the Excellent Men to me. Christopher Clairvoyant, he's off doing his female wonder porn with the actual Excellent Men book. But out here, Lewis Simons, she is telling stories about muties and Cyclist and the Smurf and Snowman and Armageddon. This is the real Excellent Men book to me. And to that end, I probably will just call them the Excellent Men throughout. What we've got here is 4, a nice little handoff with Simon Walterson's 4. There is a story in that where Snowman, he gets kidnapped by Tom Hiddleston, and this is like after it. 4 is bringing Snowman back to the Excellent Men. This is when the Smurf, he was human. I'll moan about that in another video. I'll do a video one day about how much I ate this series before Lewis Simons took over, and how Kurt Busey is somehow even involved in that. Wingman, he has recently died. He committed suicide after losing his wings, and here we are seeing Snowman learn about that and react to the news. We have also got the young trainees, Firefist and Skid Marks. So then we are at Wingman's funeral. Cyclist, he blames himself for it, and the stupid whore, she seems completely unmoved by things. She has been flippant and joking about how Wolfman and the other Excellent Men aren't there. Terrible person. Then we have got Calabac and Artie. They want to pay respects to Wingman, but they can't get inside because they are muties. They're like very visibly muties. People often forget how many characters this book introduced or started exploring. We got Calabac and Artie, we got Leech, Skid Marks, Firefist, Time Bomb, and with this one, Sphincter. Also the Smurfs reporter girlfriend. She's actually hot here. Then we have got Cold, because Snowman, his powers are gunning out of control. Tom Hiddleston, he screwed up his powers, he amplified them, and now Snowman, he's starting to lose control over them. And Wingman's funeral has been ruined. It has been vandalised by mean anti-mutie comic gatesers. They're doing some of their little crowd-funded art. Then we have got a quick cutaway setting up the Fall of the Muties crossover, or rather the good part of it, the one in this book. Armageddon, he has found his final jockey, and I bet you didn't know who it is. I'll give you a clue. He recently supposedly died. He may have had a funeral. Then we have got our plot. There is an anti-mutie comic gatesers plot in San Francisco. They are holding Sphincter hostage, and I started wondering, I wonder if the reason that David Peter made Sphincter gay is purely down to him coming from San Francisco. We've got to put up with a scene with the whore, and then the Excellent Men, they start gathering up. They're going to save Sphincter. And Cyclist here, they think he's crazy because he's like talking to himself. But actually, next issue, you will find out that he isn't crazy. And someone is purposefully haunting him with images of ghosts from the past to try and make him seem crazy to everyone else. Lewis Simons really went to work trying to salvage Cyclist. He was a character that had been eviscerated by the awful start of this series. I think Snowman and Wingman, They were like the only characters who weren't broken by the first few issues. And now one of them is dead and the other's powers are gone and mad. We have got a fun bit here with Time Bomb, and this is actually a lead-in to the Fallen Angles mini-series. Would anyone like a review of that? I know that fake geek girl, Diversity in a Comic Book, he says that he hates it, but he likely hasn't even read it. So here we've got our team all together, and Calabac, he gets a team uniform. And this is a nice moment, they're all being friendly to Calabac. Before this run, he was mostly seen as like a creepy weirdo, so this is sweet. And then Calabac, he uses his powers to locate Sphincter. And we have the unexciting helicopter fight from the cover. And some characters, they have like really iconic and cool first appearances. Well, Sphincter, his has been chained up and crying like a little bitch. His powers, they have been made to get out of control, and he's going to destroy all of San Francisco. It's the evil Comic Gatesers again. And then because she is such a hero, she decides to use her powers without asking Sphincter or even running it past any of her teammates. She decides to use her psychic powers to force Sphincter to have a seizure. She is causing an innocent teenager to have a brain convulsion that can be fatal and cause severe brain damage. And then the end is, I don't know if this is the big reveal or if it had been shown before this one, but the team's PR man, Doug Tenapple, he's really the baddie. He is the leader of Comic Gates, and he has been manipulating everything because he really hates the muties. This is a decent enough issue. We have got some character bits in there. We are introduced to a new member of the cast. We potentially have two big reveals in this one about the two major baddies. Good art by Simon Walterson. Good script by Louis Simons. I rate this 7 fucking thumbs up.